and Pictures English Country English Victory today. Nate the Great and the Hungry Book Club. And Mr. the Fourth Name. Chapter 5 and the Anna. Chapter 6. And one more time, start reading about it. Bertie Crackers and Mr. the Four, Chapter 4 and the Anna. These, Chapter 1. And are you ready to read? Here we go. Bertie Crackers. Chapter 4. Later, sighed Miss Starling, never again. But Mrs. Sneaker, the announced leaving the church and making their way home. Bertie thought it might be good time for him to sleep away too. But he would have to get past Mrs. Booth, who was standing in the door. He pulled a tea towel over his eyes. He touched a major cold. Bertie, blew Mrs. Booth, I want to walk with you. Bertie backed away. It wasn't my food, he determined. How was I to know Whiffer doesn't equal singing? I want you. From Mrs. Booth, I want you if that. She broke up. The Whiffer toddled over to say hello. Mrs. Booth backed it up. Her face has gone white. Shoo, get away, she said. That's okay. It won't be bad. It was just a play, said Bertie. But Mrs. Booth didn't want to play. Mrs. Booth wasn't relaxed. Ripper bounced after her, and he squeaked. Mrs. Booth bolted as Bertie impacted to the door behind her. Mrs. Booth, said Bertie at the door, go away. Show Mrs. Booth, just go. Bertie didn't need any more purse than he wanted. Jaren and Equin waiting outside. Well, what happened? Said Equin. Nothing, said Bertie. She told me to go. Teacher, said Darren, shaking his head. Anyway, said Equin, biting up. Tomorrow is Christmas holidays, and shall we too? Bertie cousined it. Oh, I know, he said. We could take over for Curl singing. Brilliant, said Darren. We could, said Equin. I'm sure Mrs. Bull will love to visit, said Mrs. Bertie, and anyone had to see the lights. And now the Chapter 1, and we're starting Chapter 1 and the end of Chapter 2. And one more time, start the reading about it. The Snape the Great and the Hungry Book Club. And Chapter 5, the Terrible Hot Dog. Oh, hot dog? What does it mean? The hot dog? Rosamond sat down in the big chair. He took a book over her head. She held it up. She was our book for today. She went in Herbert Hot Dog. Oh, what does that mean, the hot dog? It was just eat hot dog or hot dog. And we have to hear the things that's read it out loud. But they talk about the book. I will start. Herbert Hot Dog was always late. We arrived in the pirates just on time. We bumped around the leaving, and the Neville loved over the Krampus lipping mice melted ice cream. Then he said to camera, he exclaimed, wonderful party! To the empty room. Oh, poor hot dog. Nate the Great, was sitting in the corner like a horrid hot dog. I pretend to go to sleep, but I was watching the book from a member of a member. Nobody was turning the page. It was Emily's turn to read. When Herbert went to move, this always got there and the move was over, as everyone was going to out. Herbert was going in, and there sit down in the stage popcorn and a big empty screen. Yet show his gayness no one. Herbert mean to be on time, but he never was. Suddenly Emily stopped reading. She looked puzzled. A page is missing. So she said, Rosamond, write on me. Over pages in one book to a missing page from another. There was thought of this book, but nobody pages was missing. Now, because I read an entry book before I bought it. On 8th grade, Lucas Slush. I know what he knew that a rule case. And chapter 6, Trouble. Oh, but why does this hot dog book inside has no pages? It's very mystery case to solve. And now to my mystery in chapter 6 and the end of chapter 7. And did you have fun? You was English can come with a better book. And you was goodbye the book to goodbye too. And the dirty beardy goodbye and the crackers goodbye and lots of play goodbye too. And Nick goodbye and Oliver goodbye too. And Bertie's also friend goodbye. And Nate the Great goodbye too. And Hungry Booker goodbye. And Nate the Great and Rossman and lots of friend goodbye too. And the Slush goodbye, and the Rossman's forecast goodbye too, and the Rossman's goodbye, and the Raspberry goodbye too, and look at my nails, this looks very beautiful, right? And that's on my YouTube, and did you have fun to read about these two books? And you can remember them on my YouTube, and bye bye friend, have a nice